every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling.
Okay, so I've been talking to this man for like a little
Okay.
over a year.
Okay.
So he knows that I like girls, and I guess he been trying to like put two females together just to have fun with. And I wanted that too because I never had fun with no female and a man at the same time. If you catch my drift.
Me either. I want to do it too. I think I deserve that. You deserve it. Like Future say, you deserve it. I deserve that shit. I be working so hard. I'm the hardest working nigga you know. Why did these bums get to do it and I don't? Damn. I just had to say that.
So he called me one night and he's like, "Oh, you should come over and I'm gonna invite the girl over and we could chill, we could cook, we could this, we could that." I'm saying okay. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come. I'm down. I get over there. Before I got over there, I'm cool because on the phone he told me, he like, "Oh, me and this girl never, we don't be hanging out like that," and basically that they never did nothing. I get over there. I walk through the room door and she's comfortable. I see a spinning night bag on the floor.
Damn, they're naked.
And I just could feel the energy like y'all either just did something or y'all been fucking with each other like that and you lying. But I ain't say nothing. On my face, it said it all because I can't keep no poker face. So I go and sit on the side of the bed. I'm chilling. He pouring everybody drinks and we drinking, blah, blah, blah. So we start playing games. We drinking and playing games. I'm trying to be slick. And I tell him to start, like, whatever the card say that he pull, I make him do it to her. Because he be like, "Oh, which one of y'all want it?" So I send his ass to her. And vice versa. I sent her ass to him. And then I guess they try to, like, they kind of caught on. So if somebody picked up a card and they say do it to one person, they did it to both people. So I was like, okay. So we still chilling. We dancing. It's so good. Like, the flow is going nice. We all just vibing. This man go out the room to make us something to eat. So me and the girl talking, we on the bed, and I'm quick on my feet with the shit. I'm like, I said, "How long y'all knew each other?" And she looked at me like, "Girl, what the fuck?" So I said, "No, I just asking because he don't be telling the truth all the time." So she looked at me and started laughing, and she was like, "Okay." And then she was like, "Well, how long y'all knew each other?" So I just answered it at first because I'm like, okay, if I answer then she'll probably be honest too. So I said, we known each other for a year. And I said, how long y'all knew each other? She was like, oh, like a year. She said they knew each other since last October, okay? So then I asked her another question. I said, well, I said, y'all did something before? And she did the same thing. She was like, y'all did something before? So I said, why you keep answering my question with a question? Like, why you just won't answer? And she was like, you go first. I said, all right, bet. I said, of course we did something. We've been messing with each other on and off for a year. So she was like, yeah, we did something before too. And I said, oh yeah? Because he be lying. So as soon as I said, oh yeah, he walked through the door. Boom. Caught my ass. He looked at me like, what you doing? I said, nothing. I said, we just talking. And he was like, uh-huh, okay. So he walked back out the room. I forgot what I asked her, but I asked her a couple more questions. And I said, damn, he be lying. I said, he told me that he ain't never do nothing with you before. And she was like, oh yeah, he said the same thing about you. I said, what the fuck? So I was like, I told her, I was like, let's get under the cover and I'm gonna like put my leg on you so it could throw him off. He could think we just in the bed cuddling.
So my boy trying to be slick. He on some stuff like, I'm gonna tell both girls that we just friends with each other. Okay.
Girl, he walked right back through the door. He walked through the door and looked at me and like, what the fuck you got going on? He was like, hey, I hope you ain't over there starting no shit. And I said, what? That boy know me so good. He knew I was about to start shit before I did. So then, boom. He came in the room. We just started acting like we just normal or whatever. We ain't say nothing off the bat. So we just still chilling and stuff. We start dancing on each other, doing stuff like that. And then that's when I started feeling weird. I'm like, damn, this nigga lying to me. I can't even sit in here and fake this shit. So I go to the bathroom, and I know they finna be talking. So I go to the bathroom, and he closed the damn room door, knowing I don't fucking like the dark. Your house darker than the bitch, and you gonna close me in the bathroom? So I got a quick ass attitude as soon as I got out. So I ran to the door. I ain't really ran, but I walked fast to the door, and then I opened the door, and I had an attitude. I'm like, why would you close the door, and you know I don't fucking like the dark? And he was like, what the fuck? Yeah, nigga. He told me something. Oh, I'm trying to keep the smoke inside the room. No, bitch, you was trying to talk. But anyways, you was trying to see what I was talking to that girl about. You ain't slick, nigga. So then, I just felt the urge to like go home because he was pissing me off. So something happened. I can't even remember, but we low key got into it a little bit, and I think I asked him why he lied. I was like, why you ain't I said, how long you knew her? And he was like, oh, I don't know what you doing, but this ain't that. This ain't even supposed to be none of that. And I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? So I'm like, no, I'm asking you that because she cool. That's how I'm trying to play. I'm trying to tell him like, she cool, and you could have been let us meet each other. That's all I'm saying. He didn't want to hear that. So then boom, me and him, we was going at it a little bit. So I grabbed my keys, and I'm finna go home. I'm telling the girl, come walk me outside because I'm finna leave. So then we go outside. We start talking. She look at my car. She said, this your car? I said, yeah, why? And then she was like, oh, I seen this car over here before. So me and the girl outside, she tell me she seen my car before. So I say, what you mean you saw my car over here before? I never saw you over here before. She was like, oh yeah, because sometimes I just go over there and park across the street to see what he doing, because sometimes he don't be answering the phone. I know she not talking about directly across the street because she can't do that. She'll get caught. But when she said across the street, I knew exactly what she was talking about because I be doing stuff like that.
Got him!
Got. So I was like, you was across the street? She said, yeah, and I seen your car over here one night. Okay, so I pull her down the sidewalk. I'm like, come over here, because if he come outside, then he gonna hear us talking, or if he's standing by the door, he gonna hear us. So I said, girl, I think he's still in love with his baby mama anyways, because the way how he be talking to her about me, it be giving like he still want to be over there.
Dang, he got a baby mama too. My boy getting all the action.
So I told her, I said, I don't know now. So we look to the side. Here he come, walking out the door. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm telling her, I was like, okay, just put your arm around me and act like you consoling me, because I could just pretend like I was telling her that you be telling him that you was treating me bad and shit. So she put her arm around me, and he get closer. He get closer and was like, man, what the fuck y'all doing down here? So I just like, nothing, I'm just telling her how you be treating me so bad. I'm over here putting on a fucking show for this man. So he was like, man, whatever. He walked in the house, y'all. So I told the girl, I said, come on, let's go in the house with him. So we go in the house.
Yo, by the end of this story, it's about to get popping. Watch. It's about to get.
We get to the room.
Oh.
I sit down. Immediately I start asking questions again, because I'm very confused and concerned at this point. So I say, how come you ain't just tell us the truth? Like, I said, me and her is cool as fuck. We not mad at each other. We not even really mad at you. It's just the fact that you felt like you had to lie. I'm over here lying so I could get the shit out of him. So he like, man, I ain't really trying to deal with this right now. Like, let's just watch a movie. Who the fuck finna watch a movie? Bitch, you are the movie at this point. So I asked him, I was like, so what you really want from this situation? Because
come on, you know what he want from that situation. You said you wanted to try it too. He like, shit, I don't know what's up with him. I would have been Man, listen. Y'all want to try it? Y'all want to try it? Me and you been talking about it. Me and you been talking about it too. I know I lied and shit, but I was just trying to, you know what I'm saying? He fucked up when he lying and shit, but still, I'll try to, hey, we can try.
You confusing everybody. So he was like, man, I really don't know. I don't know what I want from this situation. So I'm like just looking at him, and he said, you know what? I knew this was a bad idea. He said, I already knew. And I said, it's not no bad idea because me and her, we cool. We don't got no problem. It's you with the lying. So I'm still drilling him. I'm asking him like, what's the issue with telling the truth? So he finally came out. He was just like, you know what? Y'all right. I'm sorry. I ain't have to do all of that. So then the girl, she asked him, when the last time y'all fucked? Do y'all believe that this man sat there?
You gotta tell the truth, my nigga. You right there in front of the girl, so you gotta tell the truth.
And told this girl the
What'd you
last
say?
time me and him had sex was last year. I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. Cause why is you lying? So
My boy, he a bold man. You could at least niggas.
said, nigga, we just fucked last month. And the girl looked at me, and she looked at him. He started sliding down the fucking door like a bitch, cause he ain't want to deal with it no more. So the girl was like, y'all fucked last month? I said, yeah, and he's sitting over there lying. He said, no, we didn't. You know we fucked last year. So I just started laughing. I laughed in disbelief because ain't no way you sitting there lying on me in my face to save your face. So I asked the girl, I said, when the last time y'all had sex? She said, last week.
Damn, both
He
last
didn't
week.
tell her she was a liar. But he told me I was a liar. So right then, at that very moment, I felt very disrespected. Like, you're not finna play in my face.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that. So the man on the floor at this point, he's on the floor shaking his head. He looking at me, giving me these side eyes like, what the fuck you doing? I see him looking at me like that, but I don't care because I feel like you playing in my face. So he get back up. We getting into it still because I'm asking more questions because I want to know, like, what is this? Every time I say something to him, he combative with me. He getting in my face, pointing his fingers in my face. I'm like, back up. So he get mad because I tell him to get out my face. When she start talking, he's so calm with her. He telling this girl, oh, you know I fuck with you, right? I fuck with you, right? He said it like 3 times. So I stood up. I'm like, you're not finna keep trying me. You are not finna keep trying me. So I'm finna have to remove myself from this situation before I put my hands on somebody. So he backed up in the corner and he kind of like, he tried to like grab something. And I said, what you finna do with that? And he was like, nothing. But y'all ain't finna jump me. Nobody was finna jump him. I could have handled him on my own, but I'm trying to change my ways. I'm not trying to put my hands on no man. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna just remove myself from the situation because clearly I'm the problem, and I'm just finna go because I can't take no more. So I tell the girl again, I said, come walk me outside. So we start walking down the hallway. He yelling from the room, oh, and body you too. I said, fuck you. I go outside. He get to the front door trying to run after me a little bit, talking about, oh, you don't want no man to walk you outside? What's she gonna do? She a girl. I said, don't do that. Don't do that in front of her, because when I be here, you barely want to walk me outside anyways. You trying to put on a show. So the girl come outside with me, and me and her still outside my car talking. And I said, you know what? The reason why he doing that to you is because he think you the dummy in this situation. You look at him a certain type of way, and he know that I'm finna call him out on anything that I see is wrong. I'm not finna never let no man play with me like that. And he know this. So that's why he handling you with care, because he finna complete his case to you. He finna make you feel like everything that I said was a lie. And she just telling me, yeah, I feel like that too. But she was like, oh, you cool as fuck. And I ain't even really want to tell you this, but she was like, oh yeah, and I stayed down the street from him. I said, what? She said, yeah, I stayed in such and such down the street from him. And I said, oh, that's crazy, because I stayed the other way down the street from him. I stayed 8 minutes away. She said, I stayed like 5 minutes away from here. I said, and that's crazy, because his baby mama stayed 10 minutes away from here.
Damn.
She was like, oh, well, he be making it seem like the baby mama stay so far. I said, girl, I found out where his baby mama stayed a long time ago. And he noticed, because he was doing some sneaky shit back then to me too.
My boy just a compulsive liar, ain't he? He doing his thing though. He got everybody less than 10 minutes away. Lying to everybody. He could have kept it real though, when because it's the two girls right there in front of her. I would have been on some, y'all want to try it? Me and you done talked about it in our spare time, and me and you done talked about it in our spare time. Please.
So me and the girl outside, we exchanged numbers, and I asked her what's her name. She tell me her name, I tell her mine. Then she tell me, oh well, I seen you call him one day when I was over here, and he hurried up and hung up the phone, and he started acting weird after that. And I told her, I said, that's funny, because I be calling on purpose when I know he with a female. He don't tell me he with a female, but I could tell he with a female because he started getting missing. And he started acting strange with me too. So I call on purpose to prove to myself that I know what I'm talking about. Because you know a nigga ain't gonna answer no phone. So the next morning come, he calling me. I ain't really even trying to talk to this man, because I already know he calling me on some BS. Exactly what he called for. He called and he trying to get rowdy on the phone, talking about, oh, you wasn't supposed to do none of that, and you should have waited until today to call me. I could do what I want to do, and I ain't got to wait till the next day to say nothing to you about your actions. I'm going to address it when it need to be addressed, which was in your face that night. So he started talking loud, and I told him, this a pimple patch, y'all. And I told him, like, all right, I'm not finna talk to you if you're going to talk to me crazy. So I hang up the phone. He called me back. So I'm answering the phone. He telling me, oh, you don't know how to be submissive. Basically, you were supposed to be quiet until today. And that just showed me that you can't take no hint from no man. Because I kept giving you signals and I kept looking at you to tell you to stop saying it. Stop bringing it up. And I even told you out my mouth to stop bringing it up. So, I guess you're not built for this, is what he said. So I said, maybe I'm not. And y'all don't even know. He tried to ask me to be in a poly relationship with him last week. With another female at that.
Right. So that's why I feel like, man, my boy should have just kept it real and was like, hey, man, y'all want to try it? Like, he already bold enough to ask this question, right? So it's like,
me being me.
Why not?
At first, when he brought it to me about the poly, I was like, hell no, I ain't finna do no poly. So then I was like, you know what? I don't know, because niggas always be lying anyways and cheating. So let me just fill it out and see how it go. This my problem. I always try to see how shit go. I always be trying to try shit. So this how we ended up here. So we get off the phone, and then I call him a little while later, and we're talking again, and he telling me, oh, when I dropped her off home, she was asking me when we gonna do it again, and I told her we not doing it again. That's fine with me, because you was the only one tripping because you got caught up in your lies. So then he was like, I'm not trying to put her down, but honestly, you more headstrong than her. And I was about to make you the first lady. You was finna have everything. You was gonna get everything, but you fucked it up last night. Y'all hear that manipulation? You was finna make me the first lady, and I was finna have everything. That's strange. Why you couldn't do that with me by myself, actually? Why do I need to share you in order for you to give me what I want? Mind y'all, I stopped having feelings for him last September. We in April. I even told him after I stopped having feelings, I told him like, let's just be friends. Like, let's be best friends type shit. Because clearly we was already friends. But I said, let me be your girl best friend. And I could be like your boy homeboys, but in a girl version or whatever.
And we can fuck.
So he agreed. And then that's when he started asking me about the party. Y'all, I was about to do stuff for this man that I never even did for my kid's daddy. Like, no man could ever ask me about no poly, and I was going. With him, I don't know what it is about him, but I was gonna go. But
Oh shit.
the moral of the story is, these men will.
That's why you gotta fuck with a girl who really, 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 really into you. She ready to do whatever. Let's go.
lie and lie and lie and lie until they can't lie no more.
Damn. He fucked it up
They
though.
probably would lie some more, actually. I'm probably lying. But all of this that I went through is not a reflection of me. That's a reflection of him. Because I created a safe space for him to be able to tell me the truth and not have to lie. We was real cool until that shit happened. Because you let me walk into a situation not knowing what I was walking into. You ain't keep it real with me. But moving forward, if y'all would like to stay, then y'all could see my healing journey, because this was very traumatic, believe it or not. And this happened like a couple days ago. So it's very fresh. And I'm just trying to show y'all that don't let no man talk you into nothing. Don't let no man talk you into nothing. Because they is some dogs. They don't care who they hurt in the process to get what they want. And that other female, I feel bad for her because I could see the loyalty that she got for him. And she's very young. That's what it seemed like to me. I don't even know her age. But it gives that she young. And whatever he say to her, she gonna listen. She gonna go for it. But hey. Oh yeah, I was supposed to speak on the situation with the female. So me and the female actually ended up talking later that night. That same night that he called me, like the next day. So I called her when I got off of work, and I'm just trying to feel her out, cause I could sense that she really loyal to him, and she even told me she thought that she was the only one that he was dealing with. So I felt bad for her in a way. I felt bad for her more than I felt bad for myself, cause I know, bitch, I've been through some shit with this man, and I just seen him for who he was that night. Like, he couldn't tell me no different. So I was trying to feel her out or whatever. I'm asking her little questions, and I'm telling her like, oh yeah, we can still keep in contact. We don't got to include him. Knowing damn well I'm lying. But I'm just trying to see, how she feel about him. And I asked her, did she talk to him yet that day? And she said no, but I'm sure I will. And when she said I'm sure I will, it was just something in her voice. It just sounded like, yeah, I did already talk to him, but I ain't finna tell you that. So that right there, I was like, yeah, he got her hooked. They must be fucking without protection or something, because he got her hooked, y'all. I think she younger. I know she don't got no kids. I know she got stuff going for herself, which is awesome. But the thing is, probably last week, he just told me about something his uncle told him about dating a younger female and building another family. I think that boy's still in love with his baby mama. I could bet my last dollar, if his baby mama say, come get your family back, he's going.
Maybe.
He is in love with that girl. And I already told him before, I said, the only person I'll leave you alone for is your baby mama. Because I know how much you love her. I could hear it from how he talk about her. He be saying he don't love his baby mama. He don't want to be over there no more, but he's lying. But y'all, stay away from them Jamaicans, because they really will take you through there. Like, this is my second experience with a Jamaican. And this by far has been the very worst. Like, I'm talking about this being bad. But I know how to move him.
All right, we got some goddamn copyright. I don't know why that happened, but goddamn Jamaicans. I had a Jamaican girl tell me a Jamaican dudes was crazy, but I just say, yo, they be crazy for all them damn dance moves and shit they be doing and jumping off the trees up onto the girls, jump off the balcony and shit when they be in the dance hall. But other than that, I don't really hear too much about Jamaicans or nothing. But Jamaican girls, cool. Yeah, Jamaican girls be cool. Yeah, from what I can, yeah, they be cool. But yeah, man, it sounded like my boy was just trying to have his cake, all his cake, and eat it all too. Shit, he probably still trying to goddamn punch dick in the goddamn baby mama. Everybody live 10-minute proximity. He should have just kept it real though and tried to, you know what I'm saying, see what he could do with these two, with her and the friend. They was already at the house and shit. I would have tried to goddamn, hey, please, let's do it, y'all. Y'all been talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, shit. Hey, I ain't really got shit else to say. You know what I'm saying? Once a motherfucker like lie to you, like maybe really one time, twice, if you want to let them slide for the first one, maybe they have a good reason. I don't know. But once a motherfucker, it sounded like he was just a compulsive liar, kept lying. So, um, yeah, she need to just stop fucking with him anyway. She says she's lost feelings for him. They just need to cut it out. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to mess with each other no more at all. If so, probably gonna continue to deal with this shit. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rock with me. He almost had it though. He almost had it. He tried to be slick. Usually you got to get the other girl. This is from what I hear. I never had a threesome before. I'm trying to see what that be like right there. But nah. Usually the girl got to get the girl. You know what I'm saying? So, but he was close. Shit. Anyway, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all follow both Storytime channels. We still hustle daily and still hustle daily. I'm out. Peace.